Menstruating with the new moon. This is a powerful cycle. And when we have a new moon, this is when it's actually dark in the sky. You won't see the moon like how you do with the full moon, and that's because it's invisible due to the sun and the moon being aligned, and the sun and the earth on opposite sides of the moon, hence the darkness. Now, this can bring in for many very emotional energy around this moon cycle, whether they're bleeding or not. And it's a great time for rest and inwards retreats, as this cycle is usually associated with women who are birthing or mothering. Now, that could be their children or even a project or work or community related. It's all about that nurturing energy. And the same way when we use the reference to birthing, that can also mean like birthing maybe their plans or their ideas or their intentions. It doesn't literally have to be the physical birth of a child. Now, it's common for the mind to turn inwards, and it can be helpful to look at processing and clearing the mind and spirit so you're able to receive your guidance and all that is to come. As women, we are blessed to have this sacred time every month, to have a physical release. It's like being able to be rebirthed every month. At a new moon, the body can feel heavier and water retention is common, as with feeling more sensitive. So prioritize honouring your needs at this time and make sure you are nourishing yourself in all ways that you need, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. As often, these women on this cycle are always mothering and nurturing others. So this is their time to stop and give to themselves. Begin to think about new intentions to set. It's your time for renewal. The ground is fertile and ready for your intentions to be planted. Intentions that are planted during this cycle will be more powerful. When you bleed, you are even more strongly connected to Source. It is that ideal time to set those intentions. Remember, the power is within you. Your dreams may be more intense and vivid, so keep a dream journal and take time every morning to look back over and interpret the messages. Your inner guidance at this time will be much stronger and clearer. So be open to the messages. Give yourself plenty of self-care because you deserve it. Historically, it was more common for women to bleed with the new moon and to ovulate at the full moon. However, now in this modern world, that is changing due to more light exposure, along with many more things, and probably much more chemicals and stuff within the diet and the environment. From things like the blue light that comes from all the technology that you're surrounded by all the time, street lights, office lights, there's just so much artificial lighting, and it does seem to have an effect on our bodies, our hormones, our glands, our brains. The body is precious. So the sync of the natural cycle has changed. That being said, there is no right or wrong moon cycle to bleed with. Your body will naturally sync with the cycle that is right for you at that time in your life, depending on where you are in your life, what you're going through. So don't panic and don't feel the need to have to sync your period to a certain cycle. Your body will do that naturally. It's a natural process, like I say, depending on where you're at or what you're going through. Now, this cycle can also be known as the white moon cycle. Some thoughts for this cycle that you may want to go over and find helpful is, one thing to ask yourself is, are you wanting children? Are you nurturing others? Are you looking to birth something, such as a business, a project, a product? It doesn't have to be the birth of a baby. And do you spend a lot of time mothering and caring for others? And most importantly, how can I nourish myself? So there's some prompts to help you on your inward journey during this moon cycle. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you all.